to be a top woman chess professional, having evolved beyond just the dynamics of are they as good as Magnus Carlsen. I think a lot of the most influential people in the game being women will ultimately lead to more women playing chess, which I think is good. So that's a broadening of our scope. I think you could say that regarding other minorities as well, others that lack representation. I think the more you expand opportunity, the more you get people who could have talent and could have upside in something that never before would have seen it. And that is ultimately, over time, with decades, like good for everybody. And then the third reason is actually just a very simple belief that I have, which is that I believe chess is education. And I believe education makes the world a better place. I think that most bigotry and or any type of discrimination comes from a lack of understanding of other people's culture, views, perspective. And I think one of the things that's amazing about chess is that it transcends so many of those, at least visible barriers. And it is a game that is in itself, because here's what I say, education isn't just academia. It is science and math and philosophy. Education is travel, it's music, it's food, it's other people's culture, and it's games. And I think that chess is good for people. I think chess is helpful for people's lives. Literally, it makes your brain better. I've thought a lot about this. And believe it or not, I mean, you know me well enough to say I'm not just, I mean, yes, I am the face of a very big chess company, and chess.com has done well, and I think we've done good things along the way, and I understand we've also taken criticism and hits in different ways. But I also really think hard about a lot of this stuff and about the impact that we have in a way that transcends the game, and I care deeply about it. And I genuinely believe that of all the games and all the access we have to a lot of things in the world, I think that chess is fundamentally better than a lot of choices and a lot of things out there. I think that it's been proven, at least there's chicken or the egg freakonomics stuff, but I think it is a cognitively beneficial activity. I think it fights off memory loss. I think a lot of people would say that, again, because of these things it does to bridge worldly cultures and to bring people together, chess is good for the planet. I've obviously said this tagline before, but I believe it. Chess makes people smarter, and smarter people make the world a better place. More knowledgeable people are more understanding. And I can't get behind an argument that says that the growth of the game is bad. That doesn't mean growth at all cost. Unchecked growth becomes cancerous. And I am 100% behind the idea that we need to be thoughtful in how we expand, and we should not dishonor those who've come before us or to dismiss the values we have, right? There's a reason we have both.
Yeah, my point was, and yeah, I do agree that chess is beneficial, for sure. It's good to play. I think
Oh my god.
I think there's a bit of a
Would be nice, but I can't, man, I can't.
Like people who play chess and devote time to it, I think it's beneficial. Or let's say kids who start playing chess in school. But if you look at like a lot of the online, like let's say you go to a video of the last freestyle or the last world championship, do you actually think the majority of those people play chess, or are they just there to insult other people based on race?
Oh my god.
Or sure, but is that like when we look at growth? That's a lot of what we see.
Well, here's
right?
what I would say: would you have as many schools interested in starting chess programs if there wasn't as much attention on the game?
These are pieces.
I think it is good for kids, right?
Long bars, L pieces, long bars, nice.
Great
more L pieces, more long bars.
Groups and or being interesting to those groups. And with that, does it come with a bit of a profile that invites some of the worst circles of the internet? Yeah, it does. I mean, frankly, I deal with a lot of it. I deal with a lot of hate, and sometimes I read comments and people say things and like they literally have no idea who I am, and they make assumptions about things that are sometimes fascinating, and it's hurtful and it sucks. But would I take away those comments for the lack of opportunity, to go backward in time in terms of opportunities that I think we've created and that other people are creating? It's not just chess.com. We, the collective we. Because of the profile that the game has risen to.
Very good.
Very
good at this now.
In some ways, our generation and our group is just a little bit young to this type of exposure. I mean, think about what LeBron probably deals with, right? Or Messi, right? And so I'm not saying it's good.
LPCs? Two more LPCs, by the way.
On the internet than all of us combined, probably.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I think that's. I'm trying not to lean. Sorry, I'm leaning over. But if I lean back and lose it, sorry for that. We broke the fourth wall.
No, like,
I'm just gonna be taking the bonus.
Because I don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
I assume that there is more chess in schools and more kids playing chess. That's my assumption. Again, I don't know the numbers.
100%.
But I do wonder if that growth is at all connected to the growth of people.
Nah, this is not good.
Like logically, it would be. But when I think of the chess in schools programs, I think of chess in schools in New York. I think of the St. Louis Chess Club,
I think we take this one,
There are many,
by the
many
way.
others.
and there are for sure others. But a lot of at least those two have no connection to the popular growth because chess in schools was there when I was a kid, before the internet, and the St. Louis Chess Club.
But
and
the
there's lots
demand
of-
wasn't as high, right?
I mean,
before the internet.
statistically, Bobby, it's just not true. I mean,
Like,
there
the
are
demand
there are
was
literally
outside.
more chess in schools and more programs being started in
No,
third
that-
world
that
countries.
I mean, this is probably the best game I've ever gotten,
That is
but
accessible.
I
And
have
think
bad
that technology
feelings.
has shrunk the world in a very healthy way in this regard. I think that the tools people with less infrastructure and less access overall have to build chess programs in remote places and places of less means, like undeniably. And again, I think your view a little bit of the content and obviously the negative comments, and we'll call it the shit storms of the internet. I'm sorry, like they're out there, and some of them are preparing to comment on this.
Can we get another tea?
And whatever they're gonna say.
Oh
And
my god, by the
there's
way.
no world that is fun, but there's no world in denying the benefits. It's almost like, what is it? It's like with great power comes great responsibility. People choose what to do with their anonymity and their access to tons of information. Some people do good. I think most people do good, actually. And I think some don't. I think that it doesn't mean that all of that content is everyone's cup of tea. That's not what I'm saying. And as I already acknowledged, I think unchecked growth can become cancerous in any industry. And so you have to look at a tree that is doing really well, and if there's a branch sometimes that you're neglecting and it's getting tons of snow, like you go, all right, like we're gonna not focus so much on this, or maybe this isn't something we want to promote because it's not bringing the right attention to the game. I mean, I don't like all the attention that has come to the game, not just from scandals, but from other things. Like, so I don't even disagree with you that it's all my cup of tea. But I think it's not necessarily mine or anyone's to pick and choose, as long as there are certain values and like kind of benchmarks that you have that you follow.
Yeah, probably we should just go crazy. Whatsoever. What happens, happens. Just go crazy.
A lot of people offer different types of takes and content on chess that I can't even relate to anymore. Like I see memes that I go, I don't even get that meme, right? And they're making fun of something. But I appreciate that the access and the way people want to engage with chess is different than maybe I want to, or maybe I thought of. And ultimately, there's undeniably, there are more people playing chess, more programs in schools being started, more opportunities. We are on a better path in regards to equal representation, I think, than we've ever been. Even though there's still a long way to go as far as minorities in the game, talking about women specifically, but of course others too. And I think there's a lot of reasons to believe chess would not have reached those types of audiences without some of the growth, some of the booms, back to your original question, that have happened. And I think that's good. And I think it comes with some tough stuff. Yeah, that's my answer.
Are you talking about like reach when you're talking about like the development of chess in the last 10 years? Reach, or let's say the dumbing down of the comments
Okay.
of the audience of
Well, anytime something
what are
becomes
you thinking
bigger, it's
about?
going to become more. It's going to become less specialized, right? It's going to become a bit easier to
But
digest
that's a good thing.
by the general public.
And you cannot insulate chess from the
Well,
internet, right?
It might be good.
Oh my god.
I think it's kind of subjective. I was just.
I dug it so hard. Oh my god, I dug it so hard.
Because you don't maybe follow basketball or think of it the same way, but like, go watch the way 99% of people consume basketball highlights. You know what they're looking at?
Yeah.
Dunks and threes.
Of course.
Steph Curry and dunks. And like, do they understand what the triangle offense is? Or even with like the way that person became free because of a backdoor miss screen and this person
So that-
goes to the
I don't
basket?
think there's anything wrong
But-
with someone who watches chess not knowing all the specifics.
But I think you're playing chess,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of checkers. And the expectation, though, of that, or the thought that would be a bad thing, when like there's a lot of people who get into the game initially because
Oh my god.
some sort of highlight reel that is in
I dug this game so hard.
maybe make something accessible to them.
Why? I could just
You didn't
take
need that.
very
You could
safe
get that game
65.
at a time and buy a place
I
that
mean,
had
yeah, whatever.
maybe a predisposition and you know.
That's
But
not
I'm
bad.
looking at it from an elitist point
We
of view.
tried
I
at
don't
least.
need everyone to be a title player watching chess,
Or to
right?
know the triangle offense.
There can be people who, or that.